What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream, where we're back in our Deck Knight project, a game built from scratch using Unreal Engine 5, C++, blueprints, the gameplay ability system plugin, and all of that good stuff. So today, we're back. We're going to work on finally fixing our card data. We were doing a refactor on Tuesday, and now we're back on Thursday. So what we need to do, because the problem we're running into is when we're granting these things, like I was making the mistake of overwriting the class default object when granting it, so it was causing persistency issues. It was basically I was telling it to overwrite the actual class object and not some instance of it. What we wanted to do, or at least what we're going to try to do, is introduce some sort of struct with the parameters that we need to override. So ability type and ability slot type. Ability type and ability slot type. And then everything else, I think, hopefully should be copyable. So we're going to try that. So we need to go into, I'm guessing it can be in, I don't know if deck data makes sense. Maybe it can be in the gameplay ability class, like the base one. There is like an ability systems globals. Maybe I need to make like an ability globals or something, or ability data. But nonetheless, we could just put it in here probably. So we can define this struct here as well. So let's do that. So use struct. I don't know if we ever want it to be blueprint type, but let's just do that. And then we just do struct f granted card ability pick, and yeah, generated body, of course. Whoop, generated. I'm spelling this wrong. Generated body. Thank you. View properties. Oh, we got a kitty visitor. Say hi to everybody, boo boo. We jump in the basket. Oh, there you go. So yeah, view property. So we want to do pretty much all the stuff that we're trying to write in here, right? So, pretty much like duration property. My duration effect and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it just has to be those three things. So, gas course. There's ability type. By default. No, this is not empty slot, it's just type. Then we need the other property as well, the card type. So I'm guessing we need like card data. Card data asset, I think. We'll see. Card ability configuration. It seems fine. Can we do slot type? Doesn't like that. Why is it saying I have to include that? Oh, because slot type is below this. Okay. So it's an orders thing. So yeah, I don't think I need data. And then last but not least, whoops. It's the gameplay effect, so. So something to that effect. Hey, Dord from YouTube, how you going? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Thanks for popping in. Now we need to go into our ability system component, and yeah, we need a team map. I don't know if it needs to be public or not. We could just put it public for now. Team map. What's up? What's up? Something to that effect, I hope. I should, I hope, be able to say in the space ability set. We just have to make a new config. So F set ability card config. Config slot type equals that. Say what? That. I mean, I guess I have to do it in this sort of order. That's not a thing. That. I don't know if I need to do this anymore. We'll have to check it out. Okay, I hope that's fine. I don't think I need to do this. And I should have the ability system component, right? But is it of my type? Let's see. So we gotta cast it, so. So view, task force, ability system component. Do it that way though. I have to say, so. See if and we could say okay. Spec. Right. No. Okay, so not viable. So it's after we give the ability, right? So down here. That. So slot stuff. Okay. This is hopefully still valid. A lot of messy stuff going on here. But then yeah, we need to then go when we activate the ability on, maybe not active, but when we give That's when we populate it, right? So let's close everything. Go into the ability. There should be give. So on give, we then do configure from granted spec. So this is where we can kind of overwrite this stuff, right? So we need to find the slot. So new gas course and playability system. This is if. And const. That's really big. Card ability config equals. It's not that. It's going to be. That. And then we can populate stuff. We could say ability type, that, and then if figure ability duration. Yeah, we don't really need to do the template stuff. I think this one is also the spec, so where's that? Should go there. Yep, just pass along the spec. Oh. Yeah, just say duration effect. Well, I guess I could pass along just the config. Actually. So cannot convert alpha type. Hope that's kosher. But then yeah, we should be able to just say that. But dot. This can is kind of passed by const reference. Sure. Change how we're calling it here, right? Can I get away with just that? No. Hey Talis, how's it going? Finally caught our stream early. Well, I'm glad you popped in. Thanks for stopping in. We're doing good. We're hopefully closing out on the latest refactor. Trying to make our cards scalable and work well with everything, because I've been doing stupid stuff when trying to copy properties into the ability. I was gonna override the CDO instead of. So I was basically overriding the actual default class object rather than just kind of passing in data to the granted ability spec. So, you know, we're gonna have to figure that out. When we end up moving ability, we're gonna have to then call as well with the do stuff here. Hey, well, we do it in 2 places. I guess it's kind of redundant. It seems like I'm doing the same thing, right? It's redundant. I think I can just do this, right? What I would need to do first, though, is system component. And we say wanted. That. And then, the rest is there. I think everything. So let's see. Because yeah, at this point I gotta think what I need to do next. I guess I gotta fix my I am GUI debug for sure. Where I can go and add cards to the player's hand. Okay, so circular dependency. Fuck. So gameplay ability includes player character. Do I need that? Don't need it? I don't know. I don't know what I did to make a circular dependency come in here. So, panic mode initiated. We'll have to see. Because yeah, I just saw that I just fucked all this up. So there's also this replication proxy shit that I don't need, I don't think, and then a bunch of stuff. There's all this stuff, yeah. All right, so I fucked. So let's. Don't think we need this one. But yeah, so player character dot h. Do I need this? I do not know. Fingers crossed, boys and goos. It's still a circular dependency. Player character. Does it include anything? What is this? Doesn't seem like it. What's going on? So, guess error includes requires player character. So it's an issue that this requires player character. Can I just friend class that or something? Assuming that's the same thing, though. That's still a circular dependency. Like, as soon as I thought I did it, turns out I didn't. Let's see. Kind of? You know, my coding skills aren't the best, so maybe I'm haphazardly including the full classes where I just need to include them this way. I don't know if it's really a difference, though. Something's happening. Oh, what the fuck happened? I'm assuming I need this, though. Let's try it again. Everything just shit its pants. Let's see. Probably not going to be still good. It's going to probably crap its pants again. Yeah. But what's wrong? What does it need? What I did wrong. A lot of it, that's some of that, so then let's see. Just gotta forward declare stuff and hope for the best, I guess. Man. Let's hope I got rid of at least some of those errors. Unless I get a circular dependency again. So this one's complaining about character, so I don't know what the full include is. At least it's, I guess, at least it's less. That's okay. To include ability system attributes. Hopefully that'll fix that. Ability system settings. I'm just going to give myself circular dependencies again. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. That was it? Assuming I'll still gonna get like a warning for casts, but we'll see. So undefined type. Sure where this is coming from. It's coming from Gas Course gameplay ability. CPP, so let's look. So Gas Course gameplay list CPP. Maybe I have to include it. Game character player that guy scores. Oh, right. Maybe I'll do it. Well, let's see if I reintroduce the circular dependee. You can only assume it's not going to work. Okay, so it worked. Cool. But I can only assume that things are going to probably be hella broken. Let's make sure things still compile in blueprints. Yeah, this is that active ability slot, so it still has this duration, fireball based. All the information is still there. Player state or deck manager, we have our instance here. Now, I'm still debating if card info, like if card level just needs to kind of exist on the card. Like I'm still debating if you have two of the same card, should they not be like the same level? Should that leveling system be per card or like on an individual level or not? I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see. Moment of truth. Okay. We still get a card. I can still grant it, and something happened. So yeah, this is card level 2. Duration fireball, duration effect applied to element. So it doesn't seem like it. The word. I don't think it probably didn't give it correctly. So, but at least a lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff that we're hoping for happened. So get ability slot, empty slot. This might be not exactly what we need, but because I have a feeling this is where it's going to actually get hit, because we're not really instantiating it, and by default it's not empty slot, which is good, but let's just run this down. Oh yeah, we gotta first spawn, right? Then we get here, we activate the card, we get here, right? So we do get here, so let's drop in here. Now get to here, get to here, and it fails. Okay, so that's the handle. So it's happening on, whoops. Let's go to the ability set. So base ability set, right? So when we're getting to give to ability system, when we get to here. So I wonder if we're adding this correctly. If I do that, we get to there. And we go here. So we do have a handle. So it's 14. Okay. Then we get to here. Got it. Let's do that again. So this is the ability and this is the ability set. So let me do it yet again. If I get here, boom. So ability set. Ah. Okay, so it's an ordering thing because it's not there by that time. So is it going to be on activate ability that I need to do this instead? I do have spec.handle, so can I just flip the order here? Guess I can't. I mean, for the sake of that, right? So let's do a cheeky recompile. Let's hope that also compiles. So it seems like it was an order of operations kind of thing. So I should hopefully now be able to, get here and then here. Yeah, let's see what happens when I activate the ability. So, good. We got the handle. Handle's 27. We get to here. Handle 27. So it should work now when I activate it. Yes, and its duration. Yeah. So it doesn't get removed correctly, I guess. But yeah, let's try it with no breakpoints. I'm hoping we get the call back. Okay, so we got the call back then, so I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it's with like some weird breakpointing issues. So now we should be able to update our I am GUI. Hold on, my kitty is looking really, really cute in the basket. I need to take a photo, sorry. So yeah, I am GUI. I am so GUI. So yeah, here are all our cards, right? So add, but the add deck doesn't really do anything anymore. We're not really constructing it correctly, so we gotta fix that now. But I think we're in a good place now, because if I go back to Evasive Fireball, everything remains the same. We're no longer overriding the class default object. We are just passing along data, so that seems to work fine. Yeah, let's go on to the IMGUI. So, system, debugging, panels, deck manager panel, I believe. So now we have this button eventually, right? Add to deck, we'll say add to hand. Are you using motion for your melee attacks animation montages? For the melee attacks, we're using motion warping. So it does use the root motion of the attack, in a sense. Even when there's no target around, we're still kind of pushing you along with warping, and we're using rotation warp to move you in the direction of the left stick, and WASD if you do it that way. We have add-to-hand deck manager component. Now we should have deck manager component, force, card instance into hand. So I think I have to construct this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, root motion plus motion warping. So force card instance into hand is requiring in this. So we have to generate one. I gotta say like that, and then card instance to add dot instance ID equals, is it new or just, yeah, new to ID, card instance to add dot card level equals, and yeah, I need to pull pretty much I need to make this float. I think it's publicly available, so we need to go into header. Need to have make that 0. After months of doing nothing, I'm trying to add some things to my project to get back on track. Yeah, that must be that's probably one of the hardest things to overcome. You know, if you're gone so long from a project, you know, where do you kind of pick it up again? Like, I guess you gotta pick the small battles. Maybe, you know, that doesn't necessarily have to be the easiest thing, but it could be something that you know you could do. So why is this a thing? So static member cannot have an in-class initializer. Okay, so just gotta do that. Hard override. Was there a reason why you weren't doing anything for a while on your project, Talos? Did you just kind of lose motivation, life getting in the way? Because I've also been there, you know. It's hard to keep motivation sometimes. I don't think I need get or add card override anymore. I guess I could, yeah. I still use it. Okay. So that should still be good. And yes, card instance ID, card level, and then card instance to add dot card data asset equals loaded card. I think that's good. So let's get ready to rumble. Let's recompile that bad boy. All right, so successful compilation. Hell yeah. So let's see. we'll know we're Gucci if we get a card actually added to our hand. So I guess card level 0 is fine. Well, I don't know. We don't really want a card 0, right? Card level should be 1. So I'm just gonna fix that immediately. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think finishing this project is beyond my capabilities. Kind of overwhelmed. I guess, if anything, hopefully it's a learning experience. Like knowing what your capabilities are right now, that's good to know. Knowing what you don't know is also important. Lessons in scope can also help with creativity. You know, trying to create more constraints is also an important lesson. Like I still fucking mess up with giving myself constraints, but that's why people usually say make smaller games, because it is doable. And I never want to tell someone not to do something if they're passionate enough about it, but hopefully in the end these things are experiences to learn from rather than thinking they're useless. So hopefully it's not a total loss in your mind. All right, so now moment of truth again. So it should say 1. No, so these are defaulting not 1. I'll still need to fix that. That's probably, for whatever reason, going to bother me too much, So probably going to be returned 1 here, right? So that can be a juicy little reload. And a lot of stuff going on for me at work is also overwhelming. There's, a lot to track and maintain and keep in check on top of the actual implementation work. So this project kind of serves as a pseudo escape, even though I'm giving myself more stuff to think about and worry about with this project. But I always try to pull from this project and vice versa to try to just make my coding literacy better and my just game development competency better. Like I'm still always feeling like I'm failing, but I always feel like I'm learning too. There's a lot of cool people to learn from. All right. Yes, so now they're level 1s. Something I want to do that I've been wanting to do. Card, template, instead of it being X, I also have to figure out how I need to integrate a that's card value. I'll have to figure that out later. I guess I can make a duplicate and say instead of card resource value, we can say card level. This can be, oops, that push to the right. Should be able to pull from that, right? So set text, there's card data. We got card level, so I should be that. Hopefully it'll make sense. So it should be by default, the default one that's put into my hand should be level 2. So let's look. I learned a lot. I'm happy about that, but I wanted to finish something and release it, which turned out to be much harder than I expected. Yeah. There's so many aspects of making games that you don't really think about, especially when it comes to releasing. You have to pass certification. You have to, potentially, do some, what's the word? I guess language translation or localization. Bugs are endless. And then, then you got actual play test, player feedback, and then you find out your game sucks, and then you have to go back to the drawing board and kind of rinse and repeat till hopefully it comes out. So let's see if we get a number 2. Yeah, we do get a number 2, which is nice. Let's make it bigger. be able to change the scale. Font 30. So yeah, we got number 2. Great. So now we have this. Add this to our hand. And yeah, now we have a level 1, but also a level 1. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we're updating this correctly. So part of the override. Okay, so yeah, this is the problem. So we don't need to do this anymore. So we do card level overrides, find or add. This is taking card ability set. Let's see. I am making a simple spell from Elden Ring now. I will share on Discord after I finish. Okay, awesome. Yeah, definitely share it. Because yeah, eventually I have to start thinking of interesting abilities for this game too, or interesting cards. Because this basic fireball, it's definitely going to be in the end product, I hope. But yeah, I want to think of possibly more interesting cards. Still like ability-based cards and stuff like maybe like a bunch of chains come out and pull the enemies in, or it's like a zigzag pattern of like tracing through enemies and marking them with some status effect or something. Okay, let's see. I don't think I fixed the issue here, but so add card. Yeah, so it's always level 1. For whatever reason. Let me get into this function real quick. So, say get or add. If, oh, I guess I have to actually add it though, right? So, maybe that's better. We'll find out. Okay, succeeded. Moment of truth. Okay, breakpoint. Whoopsie doopsie. For now, if I add this as a 3, no. Ah. Again. Boom. Minus. So I'm not. Doesn't seem like it's updating it. Ah. So we do get here, right? Seemingly every frame we're getting here. He's busted. Oh, what's wrong? So I feel like when I overwrite this, I guess it's, I have to say, maybe I just have to do that instead. Maybe I don't need to make a not public, but public scoped float variable there. Yeah, I gotta figure out what's next after I figure out this IMGUI debug. I gotta see what we'll have to add to deck. We'll pull from. Then we have duration based. And then, yeah, I need to figure out how I would want to possibly do stacking. And then we gotta work on then adding slots and overriding slots correctly, I think. Like, because if you only have one ability slot, we want to make sure that logic is, sound. Let's see. Okay, so that works. So now I have these 3 different cards. And then I can activate them, hopefully. So this gets added. It's a 2-second duration. Not 2-second duration, but level 2. I do a level 4 fireball. Yes, now I'm even bigger. And a longer duration. So yeah, it looks like it works. Fireball again, and then boom. So, but now the rest of my card's empty, which is fine. And then we gotta start exuding costs on these cards. There's a good amount of stuff still to be done, but I think we're in a decent spot. So what do I want to fix though? I think we need to fix, or not fix, but finish the refactor by just clearing out some of the old stuff. So I don't think I need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. Breakpoint non-existent, and then I just make this, I think, this float, like that. And then deck manager component, there should be variables I don't need any, or functions I should say, or for end variables, right? So force card in hand, we don't need this anymore. Let's put in the new documentation. Find all cards. Yeah. To draw a card. Maybe this one. Activate card. Same thing. And I guess then we pray that things will compile and we can package everything correctly. So we could try that as well. Good. Some of the other helpers that we'll need eventually. I think that's good. Now we just gotta get rid of these other versions. We need just the instances. What are these things like? Oh, deck instance is kind of dumbish. Fuck. So just deck instance. Alright, I mean, what's the fuck? What is the difference? I guess I don't want to name this deck. Right, so active deck instance, and then current hand instance. Some of this, I guess some of this stuff shouldn't really be edited. Well, I guess I would want to if I wanted to force a hand or anything. So we'll leave that as is. So there's current hand instance, there's deck instance. But yeah, I think this needs to be card binder instance. Then I need like a graveyard or something. Something like that should be suffice. Did that compile? Or am I crazy? Not sure. Let's compile again just to be sure. Eventually we'll have to do camera stuff eventually. So, oh yeah, we forgot to remove the stuff that we deleted. Okay. Checks out. And yeah, we'll have to see if we're making any blueprint calls down the line. So far no errors in blueprints, so that's awesome. Fireball level 2, cool. Tech manager component, boom. Level 4, great. Things still seem to work. You gotta see we need a better animation for all that stuff, but whatever. So boom. Let's get you back. Things are cooking, I think. So let's see. Well, can we package a shipping build on this code base? Let's sit back and relax, see what's happening. So for those still watching, how's life going? How are you finding these streams? Are you finding them interesting? Are they boring? What do you think about the project? How's life? We'll see if we can kill 5 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't take more than 5 minutes, but seeing if we could package this thing, because yeah, we got build 77. Seems to go by fast, but then we got actually package the rest of it. But I hope we all are doing okay. World's crazy. I'm sure everyone's exhausted. Hope everyone's excited for the weekend. We're at 78,000 subs on YouTube, which is great. Twitch, not so much. You know, we've been hanging out at 830 followers for a while. So if you're watching from YouTube, make sure to drop by twitch.tv/DevAndSherry'sGameDev. Make sure to follow me there as well. Show your support. But just hanging out is all that matters. I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll get to 100,000 subs. Because I just gotta keep creating content. I don't know when the next devlog will be. Maybe I'll make a devlog about like debugs and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll need to. I have some. I can make a YouTube short, I think, on the stuff that we did today with the durations. I don't think in my last short, I don't think I really proved that, right? I think maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, so maybe I can talk about debugs and stuff. Have you watched any Crimson Desert reviews? I've been seeing some previews from like Luke Stevens and Mr. Matty Plays and some other ones. I'm hyped. I'm on that hype train. I definitely want to check it out. Because I think that comes out, what, on the 14th or the 13th? I don't think I pre-ordered anything. We can look real quick. Yeah, I'm down to play. It seems really fun. And also, yeah, Slay the Spire 2 in early access. I definitely need to play that game. Crimson Desert, 300 Salty. March 19th. Okay, my bad. But yeah. Pre-purchase Crimson Deluxe Edition, man, maybe. I don't know. Possibly. But yeah, let's close out everything. Let's go and check out our package project. It's in shipping build, so we're not going to be able to fully see everything, but hopefully we'll be able to see at least the level 2 on the card, and it works fine. go. We have the level 2. The camera clipping on everything is kind of crazy. But yeah. So, we're getting decent frame rate. But that's with no enemies around and, windowed and everything. But it's starting to come together, I think. I need to restart my computer just to give it a little bit of life again. So I think that's where I'm going to end it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's always super appreciated. If you aren't already following me here on YouTube or Twitch, make sure to do so. Any support helps. Make sure to join our Discord. Share your work, ask questions, hang out, all that good stuff. Since there's only really 1 or 2 people on stream on Twitch, we're not going to raid anybody, so take care. Have a good weekend. I'll see you soon.